What's up, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. How's everybody doing today? Pretty warm out today, and finally the heat's here. But anyway, um, a day in the life of a YouTube wrestling fan. Well, yesterday I pretty much was reading up on a lot of wrestling news, watched a lot of wrestling videos, was on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and just trying to keep up to date with a lot of things and reading all the news from the news sources and, reading the rumors. And, there wasn't really a heck of a lot going on, but that's usually one of the first things I do when I get up each day. Then I check out YouTube videos, check out Facebook messages, go to Twitter and post a few things there. And, usually in the evening, when I'm out visiting my nephew Matt, we will watch an older wrestling show. Well, last night was no different. We watched a 2003 Raw from February. It was quite a different Raw, I must say. Eric Bischoff was the GM. He had his sidekick, Chief Morley. Everybody remembers him as Val Venus. Evolution was around. And this is back when the WWE's roster was huge because they had the SmackDown brand and the Raw brand. And so there was a lot of guys on SmackDown that you didn't see on Raw. I mean, over on SmackDown, you had the likes of Edge, Undertaker, John Cena, Kurt Angle, Matt Hardy. The list goes on. And on Raw, you had, Evolution with Triple H, Ric Flair, Dave Bautista, and Randy Orton. A very, very young Randy Orton. We had Jeff Hardy. We had Kane. So, it was an interesting match. It was a strange one. And basically, or I should say show, it was a strange show because basically it was really, really focused a lot on Eric Bischoff and Vince McMahon because they had a lot of airtime. Vince McMahon was threatening Eric Bischoff basically if he could not sign Stone Cold Steve Austin to No Way Out, that he was going to fire him. And, well, so Eric ended up going and talking to JR, and he said, "You're friends with him. You need to get him here." And he said, "If you can't," Bischoff told JR, "you're fired. Get out of here." So Jerry the King Lawler was left at the announce table by himself for a matter of minutes. And then the coach came out. Everybody remembers Jonathan Coachman. And he took over. And but anyway, like I said, it was a Raw that was really surrounded about Eric Bischoff and Vince McMahon. And, Vince was quite himself then. This was on the Nashville Network at the time as well. I think because, obviously a lot of things that the WWE was doing at the time was something that the USA Network did not want to air on their channel. So anyhow, basically Vince ended up firing Chief Morley. He couldn't do his job, and he put him up in a handicap match. And he told Morley, he said, "If you can win this handicap match, you get to keep your job." Well, the handicap match was Bully Ray, Devon, and Spike Dudley. Obviously, we all know what the outcome of that would be. And of course, it was sort of funny too because I was telling Matt as we were watching, I said, "Geez, Morley's been in here quite a long time. He should have been beaten by now." And they finally beat him, and they put him through the tables at the usual typical, Dudley Boys type of thing. But anyhow, JR's out in the parking lot trying to get a hold of Austin, and he got a phone call. It was somebody named Steve, and you saw Howard Finkel sort of like eavesdropping. And after JR got off the phone, Howard goes, "Oh, you got a hold of Austin. Is he coming tonight? Is he coming tonight?" And, JR told him right out, he goes, "It wasn't Austin." But anyway, so Vince ended up firing Eric Bischoff. And of course, Eric had that dejected look and he was pouting and whatnot. And I just find it just so interesting. And to this day, I still do, that Vince even hired Eric Bischoff to begin with. But neither here nor there. So anyway, Eric came out. When Vince came to the ring, he was going to announce his new general manager of the night. And when he was getting ready to announce that, Eric Bischoff came out and he said, I got an idea. And he brought out 2 lesbian girls for Vince McMahon. Now, this would never happen on TV nowadays on the WWE. And, Vince didn't want no part of it, even though, he looked like he was, ready for the taking. So he told the girls to get out of the ring. And he basically told Eric, he said, there's one other way. He said, you did say earlier that you would do anything to get your job back. And he said, there is one other way. You can join a club. And I said to Matt, I sort of forgot about this, but the minute he said you can join a club, I knew what it was going to be. It was going to be the Kiss My Ass Club. And sure enough, it was. Again, they're on the Nashville network. This never would have happened on the USA network. So Vince dropped the trousers, exposed his butt, and told Eric to kiss his ass. Eric couldn't do it, said he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't stoop down that low. And so that was, a segment that which, it made you chuckle and whatnot. But anyway, eventually JR came out and told Vince that, Austin will be there for No Way Out. So Vince goes, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you your new GM for Monday Night Raw, Eric Bischoff once again. But there was a stipulation. At No Way Out, Eric Bischoff was to face none other than Stone Cold Steve Austin. The crowd went nuts. Like I said, this was a strange Raw. We didn't see Triple H wrestle. He was injured. He was on crutches. We did see Matt Hardy, and I'm not Matt Hardy, but Jeff Hardy and oh God, I lost my train of thought. I believe it was Jeff Hardy and Christian. We did see the likes of Chris Jericho. We saw Stacy Keibler, and I see the lighting's getting very bright. The sun's starting to come through the window. But anyway, so it was a fun Raw to watch. Quite different, like I said. But, that's pretty much the day in a life of a YouTuber. And that's the day in the life of the Iceman, so to speak. So anyhow, this is what it's all about sometimes, guys. And, you find ways to just to, have your day go surrounded by the world of professional wrestling. And, that's what I do a lot of times. I mean, it's not always, there we go, we fixed it. It's not always what you want, but it's fitting. So anyhow, I just wanted to put that out there. Everybody enjoy your day. Peace out, everybody, and we'll see you all next time.